Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, September 20, 2022. A series of community interventions are being undertaken to identify persons who qualify for free birth certificates under government's Operation Birthright Project. The program, which was launched recently, will provide free birth certificates to 11,000 undocumented Jamaicans. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says it will allow more Jamaicans to fully participate in the digital society and empower the government to serve its citizens better.
We are marching in that direction very rapidly. This administration committed to building out the digital society. We are on our way. We're doing it fairly and inclusively, and we're making sure that the benefits of it redound to every single Jamaican.
The initiative will also support the effective rollout of the state's National Identification System, NIDS program. Minister without portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister, Floyd Green, says teams from the NIDS project and the Registrar General's Department, RGD, will visit communities across the island to sign up persons for the project. In addition, partnerships have been struck with the National Youth Parliament and the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities to identify undocumented citizens through community engagements.
I'm happy that we're taking a more comprehensive approach to address this problem, and I look forward to those who will benefit and to how it will help us truly transform Jamaica into a digital society.
Operation Birthright is estimated to cost $350,000. To qualify, persons must be born in Jamaica, be age 1 or above, earning below $37,000 monthly, and not benefiting from a similar program. Persons can access and download the application form at nidsfax.com, any Registrar General's Department office island-wide, or the office of each member of Parliament. Come January 2023, the sugar limit in sweetened beverages allowed in schools will move to a maximum of 2.5 grams of sugar per 100 milliliters. The current allowance is 4 grams per 100 milliliters, which was last revised in 2021. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, is imploring school leaders to follow the interim guidelines for beverages in schools. He says the objective is to improve the dietary intake of children and reduce the burden of non-communicable diseases, NCDs, which account for 78% of deaths in Jamaica each year.
It is important, therefore, that we respond to this because sugar is addictive and our young people will become addicted and will continue as part of their lifestyle to consume this excessive sugar, which ultimately, there's no doubt about it, will lead to health issues later on in life.
Meanwhile, Education Minister Favour Williams says over 600 principals, school nurses, teachers and other categories of staff have been sensitized about an institutional plan for promoting healthy consumption choices and physical activity among students.
We are again appealing to all our stakeholders to help us to follow the guidelines in the interest of the good of our children.
The backlog of cases in parish courts continued to decline. Chief Justice Brian Sykes says the decline has been happening for the past 6 years, but more steadily since 2020. Figures reveal that in 2020, the net backlog for the parish courts was 9.9%. For 2021, it was 5.78%, and now in 2022, it has reduced to 1.27%. According to Justice Sykes, the excellent performance of the courts during the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic is now impacting their performance in 2022.
There's been a steady decline in the net backlog of cases from 17.98% in 2016 to 1.27%. So what that means, Your Excellency, is that the parish courts have exceeded international benchmarks as far as the net backlog of cases is concerned. And so that is something that has never happened before in the history of our courts.
The Chief Justice was speaking during the recent swearing-in ceremony for 5 judges appointed to serve in the Court of Appeal and Supreme Court. Chief Justice Sykes says the data also indicates that the average time for the disposition of criminal cases is 7.69 months across all courts. This includes the busier courts of Kingston and St. Andrew, St. Catherine, Westmoreland and St. James. And finally, the Ministry of Justice is calling on members of churches and faith-based organizations to take advantage of the training being offered in restorative justice practices. Interested persons may reach out to any of the 20 restorative justice centers island-wide at 888-JUSTICE or 888-587-8423. Recently, leaders of 13 umbrella group of churches signed a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, for the training of their members and leaders in restorative justice practices.
This group of 13 represents over 3,000 congregations across Jamaica. A point to note, Madam Speaker, is that once these church members and leaders are trained, they will join a total of 2,398 teachers, students, and parents who have been recently trained in 81 schools across the island. The church members will be trained in areas such as convening restorative circles, in which persons can address issues causing conflicts and have them resolved.
Minister Chuck was providing an update on the restorative justice program in Parliament recently. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.